Hello everyone, this is Ippe and now we are back in Angels with Scaly Wings. This time we will see Adine's good ending. But I also want to meet with Anna, because, well, I just want to see what happens, what I can do with the investigations when she's still alive. You know, I meet her instead of Damien, and then again, I don't want her to die every single time I play this game. Just look at that! I won! Someone had to. This turned out to be more fun than expected. Of course, the main reason for that is because I won, but still. I get it, you won, you're great, etc. That is true. So, when should I come in for the tests? Actually, I'm not sure if I'll get a spot for them in the facility anytime soon, but I'll be sure to let you know. I'm quite sure you will. But you know what? This one's so bad after all. Maybe I'll let you have your day. Really? So, I mean you did win, but I think you earned it nonetheless. Or maybe I'm just that nice. Okay. Well, it's up to you. Call me if you're interested. I'll let you know. I'm still going to collect my prize, though. I'm sure you'll make sure of that. You bet I will. In any case, I should get going now. My break is just about to end. Bye. I was not sure what I had expected out of this encounter, but it certainly wasn't this. After all, proposing a proper date was my way of sticking it to her for being rude. Even though I lost the bet, she didn't seem to mind going on a date with me, as long as she got what she wanted. Whether I would follow up on it was up to me, though. And that I will. Alright, here we are, and just on time. Now, where is she? Hello? What's this? Looks like a message. Something came up at the last second. Wait for me, it shouldn't be too long. Anna. I guess at the last second is meant in a literal sense here, or else she could have just called me. I guess we're playing the waiting game then, huh? Okay, it's been like an hour and my patience is slowly but surely running out. Go home, wait. I will wait. I've already waited this long, so I guess I can wait a little longer. I'm not sure who the word recorded for the most patient person is, but now I feel like a contender. Still no sign of her though. Go home, wait. Try to get into her lap. Well, I will do that once I do Anna's endings. But now I just wait. Well, if she doesn't show up soon, I'm done. There you are. Where have you been all this time? Reading comprehension must not be a strong suit, because my note clearly said I'd be back soon. Note to self, the word soon now refers to a time span of over 2 hours when waiting for a scheduled appointment. Has it really been that long? It said I didn't feel like it. Alright, sorry for making you wait. You better be, let's just go. Losing track of time happens to the best of us. Losing track of time happens. It happens to me all the time. I guess we missed our movie. Can't we see the late screening or something? That was the late screening. The theater's closed now. Maybe we should reschedule. Reschedule. That would work, at least not for me. Today was the only day I could leave early. I would have another chance anytime soon. So what do we do now? Maybe the coffee place is still open, I don't know. I guess that's better than nothing. Closed as well. That's just peachy. Why do you keep working so late anyway? Because what I'm doing is important. You're doing cancer research, right? And who taught you that? Damien. I stopped by your lab some time ago, but you weren't there. That sharp bone. What else did he tell you about me? Nothing much. The whole thing wasn't really about you anyway. I see. Sounds like you two don't get along that well. That's the understatement of the century. Being trapped in a small room with the likes of him for hours on end every day is a scenario born on a sick mind with the intention of making me suffer as much as possible. It certainly doesn't make my research any easier. The stress probably doesn't help you either, and it's not worth jeopardizing your health over. Don't overwork yourself. You can't save anyone if you're dead. If I don't find a cure, no one else will. No one else can. Besides, I was only late today because I got your stupid blood work ready. You had your test results. Yeah, want to know what I had to say about them? Definitely. Okay, how much do you know about genetics? A little bit, I guess. Don't worry, I'll put it into words that are easy for you to understand. Well, thanks, Anna. To start off, I found that, on average, about 90% of your genes are homologous to our species' genes. That may seem like a lot, but to put it into perspective, about 50% of your DNA is also shared with friends. To further elaborate, you and your human neighbor back home are probably around 99.90% genetically similar. If you compare the various sentient species we have here to each other, they would only be around 95 to 97% similar. As for what exactly all of this tells us, although much of 90% sounds like a lot, it's not as much as you might think. Still, for two beings from a different world altogether, that's quite remarkable. Beyond DNA, the biggest similarity between us is within the brain structure, but that's not surprising, considering our high-level cognitive abilities. That'll surprise Maverick. What do you mean? He doesn't seem to like humans very much. I'm sure he'll be displeased to know how similar we are. Oh, he doesn't like anyone, really. He's just like me that way. Yeah, you two would make a great couple. You're a little late for that. I'm already his ex-girlfriend. Really? How did that go? Not how you might think. It actually went pretty well. For a while, at least. But in the end, we both got too absorbed in our jobs until we realized we had drifted apart too much and agreed it would be better if we just broke up. I still respect him for the work he does. I mean, we even used to sulk around together. I'd be in the lab running tests, and he'd be out in the field chasing after the maps. Those were good times. I guess nowadays he just chases after me. What? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say that. But if you know him, maybe you can help me out. I certainly can't help you if you don't tell me what's going on. Okay, but this is just between us, alright? Sir, whatever. Maverick is convinced that I'm the accomplice of a crime. He made a point to tell me that he's searching for proof to legally arrest me or worse. Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. Really? It's nothing. He can find any proof that doesn't exist. Still, it doesn't feel nice to be threatened and stalked, especially by someone like him. That's just him. He gets way too into it once he sets his sights on something. I noticed. It's his job. What do you expect? I wish he'd just leave me alone. He wasn't always like this, you know. A couple of years ago, he was assigned to this one case. Now this is getting interesting. He was still relatively new on the force, young and eager to help. Then reality came rushing down on him. There was a serial killer who shook out the whole town. The victims were apparently eaten. Oh dear. We later found out that the killer's actions were the result of a degenerative disease, which brought his feral nature to the foreground. At that point, he was just a wild animal, turned into a cannibal that hunted under the shadow of night. Ugh! Disgusting. Everyone in town was up in arms, terrified that they'd be next. The police did everything they could, a curfew was instated and patrols guarded the streets at night, and then they found him munching on his 5th victim. Poor little Maverick was not prepared for what he would find. Stand back, Maverick. I'll handle this. Miles? It was his brother. Step away from the body, Miles. Miles couldn't comprehend their words, and only saw rivals who wanted to take away his prey. And he wasn't about to just let go of it without a fight. Miles raised his head from his kill, blood dripping from his wall. The officer's breath was smothered by the deathly stillness of the night. Fangs bared, the feral dragon snored and stood strong in front of his meal, prepared to profit from the two who intruded upon his territory. Whatever this is, Miles, it's over. Don't make it worse now. In an instant, Miles was upon Bruce. They clashed in a flurry of teeth and claws. Miles had the advantage with his small frame and quick movements, and Bruce could not get a clear hit in. It all happened so fast that Maverick didn't know what to do. They rolled on the ground and Bruce ended up on his back as helpless as a turtle. Miles pinned him and clamped his jaws on his neck. Bruce's claws were the only thing preventing Miles from biting down, and they were slick with blood and quivering with fatigue as he tried to push him off. For a brief moment, Bruce thought he'd meet his end, but the jaws suddenly relaxed and he was able to dislodge them. When he looked up, he saw that Maverick had managed to get to Miles from behind. He bit through his brother's neck from above. Blood flowed down Maverick's jaws and over Miles' lifeless body. Bruce had been saved, but the young dragon wore a wide-eyed, empty stare. Okay. Now I understand why Maverick takes his job very seriously and is always that scary. I think I understand now. Maverick blamed himself for not taking better care of his brother. He knew Miles had problems and was taking medication for it, but he wished he could have done more to help him. The medication wasn't the right one, by the way. Maverick takes solace in the fact that he was able to save Bruce, but he's never been the same since that incident. Now he scrutinizes everyone and everything. I'm not sure how that's supposed to help me. It doesn't, but now you know why he is how he is. It's not unusual for him to act like this, so you might just have to wait it out. Anyway, let's get back to your results. Since you were so interested, did you want a copy of them? Yeah, I'd appreciate that. No problem. I heard you also wanted Retta's blood. Of course. I invited him over too, but that was before you arrived here. And I thought what we had was special. Oh, it is? Retsa was too stuck up to agree with anything. He wouldn't even participate in an exhilarating round of trivia board games. Not even that, can you believe it? I can almost see the sarcasm dripping from your mouth. Still, it's kind of a shame. It would be interesting to compare your blood to his. What a shame indeed. Let's just enjoy a romantic date in the back alley of a coffee shop. Of course. Unless you want to take this someplace else. What? You don't like hanging around dirty back alleys? I'd prefer someplace inside. I'd rather be someplace less dirty. Actually, I do. I'd rather be someplace less dirty. I guess that's a valid point. We could always go back to your lab. And have you hanging around sensitive lab equipment? Denied! I'm getting kinda hungry. I figured we'd be having a meal on our date. What? Can you go a few hours without having to stuff your face? I could offer you a handful of dirt if that's to your taste. If that's to your taste, Ippe. That's gross. I'll pass. I already have my own dirt. I think I'll pass. I'm afraid that's all we have on the menu. Unless... well, I know one place that never closes. Let's go there. So? After several minutes of walking, Anna led me to the outskirts of town. We arrived at the farmhouse. On one side, fields stretched towards the horizon, and on the other side were lush green hills with fenced populations of animals. What kind of restaurant is this supposed to be? Self-serve. I seriously doubt that you're a bad girl and I don't believe I'm out of here. You're a bad girl, Anna, you know that? I know. Okay. How well can you hunt? Me? Even if I knew how, it's not like I have any equipment here. Equipment? What a sissy. You got hands indeed. What more do you need? A long-range weapon, maybe? Like fire? I suppose even you could make use of that. Alright, since I'm apparently the only one capable of acquiring food, I'll be right back. Anna walked over to a fenced enclosure of animals that reminded me of sheep. She crouched and squeezed herself through the bars, after which I lost sight of her. Waiting game 2.0 start. It took only a couple of minutes for her to return, dragging one of the animals behind her with her now bloody chosen hands. Well, it seems you got the job done. Dinner's ready. What kind of animal is this? It's called a mouflon. Anyway, do you have a part you'd prefer? See how nice I am? I'm even letting you choose first. Well, awful rump, anything will do, I'm not hungry anymore. This is a rather different kind of eating than what I am gotten used to. So I guess anything will do right now. Okay. Using one of her claws, she skinned the dead mouflon and divided it into various pieces. Do you want yours grilled or raw? Grilled. Unless prepared properly, raw meat carries a significant risk of diseases for us. How inept can your species even be? You can hunt on your own, and you need tools and help at every step. You don't even have claws to cut things up. I'm not sure how you could ever survive in the wild. Seriously, what god did you piss off to end up like that? Evolution. Non-humans were made in God's image. I have no idea. Evolution. I guess after millions of years of evolution, nature decided that we didn't need those abilities anymore. Instead, we got very articulate hands and arms, and our upright stance. Those let us do many other things. Like what? Who builds everything in your society? Who's responsible for delicate tasks like assembling electronics, manufacturing, or cooking and bartending? That's mostly us, the runners. We got proper hands after all. Now compare your arms to mine. Ours are much longer and have way more mobility. Especially our fingers. They have an incredible amount of articulation. The difference between you and me is about as big as the difference between you and another of your species. Just imagine what we could do with our advantages. Oh, you think you can school me? Sure, I can. Don't get cocky. We've overcome the limitations of individual species with all our technology. Actually, we have technology backbone that is far superior to yours. I'd love to see it, though we already gathered plenty of information on your tech from the databases contained in PDA. What will you do when we catch up? If you get there, we'll see. She opened her mouth wide before a liquid shot from both corners of her mouth and onto the ground below the parts of the mouflon she had prepared. After a few seconds, the liquid burst into flame, heating up our dinner. That's a neat trick. I bet you wish you could do that, huh? No, I'm not a monster. That'd be wicked cool. I'm not sure. That'd be wicked cool. Right? It comes in handy. How does that work anyway? Don't you ever burn your mouth? Not at all. There are actually two different components. They only catch on fire when a sufficient quantity of both is present. Interesting. The flames weakened and grew smaller until they went out, revealing steamy, appetizing pieces of meat. Help yourself! I grabbed a piece, but dropped it as soon as I felt the heat on my fingertips. Ouch! That's still hot. Can't take a little heat, huh? That's too bad. Unaffected by its temperature, she took a piece into her hand, tore a chunk out of it with her teeth, and started chewing. I guess your scales are a good insulator. Evidently so. How does it taste? Just wonderful. Stolen goods always taste best. I can already picture the old farmer reduced to tears after he discovers one of his precious moonflowers is gone. You're a wild one, Anna. Seriously, knock it off. What a shame. You're a wild one. Thanks. I could teach you a thing or two. I think it should be cool enough for your sensitive little fingers now. Carefully, I grabbed one of the pieces, which by now had indeed cooled down enough to not burn me anymore, and I took a bite. It was a little bland, I had to admit, but not bad for something that was a lot less than an hour ago and prepared in the wild. How do you like your moonflower, la Anna? It could use a few spices, not bad. I feel like a wild animal. Well, which one should I choose? Not bad at all, I guess. Not bad, I'd have to say. Especially at that price. How often do you just go out and hunt on your own? Only when necessary, or when I feel like it. I still go to fancy restaurants because I can afford it, but they don't mean much to me. For me, it's all about the experience, and one isn't necessarily better than the other. I can see your point. This was unusual but fun. I would prefer the fancy restaurant. I think I can see your point here. I can see your point. This certainly isn't how I thought the evening would go, but it was pretty fun. Anyways, I'm stuffed. Me too. There's still plenty left over. What are we going to do with it all? You can just leave it here. Hey, maybe the old farmer will help himself to it. How nice of us to leave some for him. Won't this attract predators or something? Talk about recycling. What am I supposed to choose? Let's just say how nice of us to leave something. Yeah, he should pay me for cooking him such a nice meal. We should probably leave before that Senal has been wakes up from his evening nap. Yeah, let's go. Well, that was interesting. Wait a minute, I've got something for you. Here you go, your test results, black and white. Thanks, but did you really need to spend all the extra time getting this done today? I just wanted to get it over with when I had a chance. Maybe you should start thinking about not working so late on a regular basis. It might do you some good, Anna. Why do you think so? I'm just saying, if it usually gets as bad as it did today, that's not a good sign. I just didn't pay attention to the time, but I guess that's because I barely go out anyway, and I didn't even think about watching the clock. Okay, point taken. So what are you going to do? I'll think about it. You know, now that this date is officially over, if I don't work overtime every single day, I could fit you in for your end of the deal. Of course you didn't forget about that. I'll let you know the details, or just call me if I forget. So? Well, that was rather interesting. But I really must remember to save every now and then. Because I had this recording, something went wrong and I had to start again this recording, so I need to save every now and then, so I don't need to do everything all over. You know Anna, right? I've met her, yes. How about her assistant? I met him once or twice. Well, that's him. So, if Anna doesn't die, her assistant dies. Are you okay? Is there anything that I can do? Let's just get this over with. It seems I can't skip. And here's more bad news. The blood we found first victim in town matches the DNA evidence found the second victim at the power facility. Furthermore, the murder weapon and the method appear to be the same across all three victims, and that's going to be a big problem for you. Why is that? Because with these three murders, Richard now qualifies as a serial killer, we would be able to keep this whole thing quiet for much longer. This seems to be the same. Let's see if we can skip. It looks like we can. So yeah, I need to save before going to meetings. Furthermore, from this point, furthermore, is that even the right word to choose? You know, from now on, you get what I mean, because if something goes wrong with the recording, I can continue from that very meeting, so I don't need to start over again. So yeah, let's visit the production facility now that when Anna is there. Hey, Ippe! Lauren, right? Yep. Did you get a chance to think about what I told you last time? Don't worry, I didn't lose your number. They keep me pretty busy, so I don't really have much free time. Well, if anything changes, give me a call. I will. I gotta go now, so take care. You too. This should be the right place. Oh, it's you. I'm a little busy, so I'm not sure if I should take any visitors at the moment. I have a few questions about the murder of your college. Is that so? Why do you get to go around asking questions like that? Is it a matter of human interest? Actually, yes, you could say so. Interesting. What's in it for me? Hey, I really agreed to your tests. I'm not sure what else I could offer you. Besides, I'm working with the police, so cooperation would be greatly appreciated. Oh, you're working for a police? Now you really have my attention. I want to see where you're going with this, so by all means go ahead. What happened the last time I saw him alive? I saw him yesterday evening. There were some tests I needed to run overnight, so instead of staying late to set them up, I had Damian do it. That's what colleges are for, right? Can you tell me what happened when you found him? I might have left early yesterday, but I made up for it by coming in early today, before anyone else. That's why I was the one to find him. I was on my way to my office when I saw him lying in the middle of the hallway in a puddle of his own blood. What was your relationship to him? I know you didn't really much like him. We were in college, nothing more. I heard that you didn't particularly like him. Yeah, but that's not unusual. I didn't like most people. He really didn't like me though. Why's that? He was jealous of my success, and it showed. You seem very calm for someone whose college was just murdered. People die every day, it's a simple fact of life. Besides, I didn't see you crying about him either. I didn't know him that well, so it's not like someone I actually cared about died. The world stopped spinning around for no one. Life goes on, and for me, that means being without an assistant for a while. That's all. That will be all. Thank you, Anna. My pleasure. Time to head back. You interrogated Anna. Well done, Ippe. The witness report from Anna is good. Nothing new to us, but it's nice to have her statement in writing. You did great today, Ippe. The police department is glad to have you on our side. You say that Luger. As far as I'm concerned, nothing else you could have done would have mattered as much. Good job, Ippe. I do what I can. And now we are here in the track of what we were originally supposed to do. The good ending. Yes, I should give her the map. By the way, I have something for you. Really? What would that be? Ta-da! Is that what I think it is? If you think that it's a map of the underground building, then yes. Wow, I really didn't expect that. How'd you get it? Let's just say I had a chance to inspect it alone, and there was no one between me and the copier to stop me. That's amazing. You know people could get into big trouble for this, right? Well, it's yours now. Do with it whatever you want. I guess I will. I had to warn you though. What about? You might have heard about the water piles surrounding the building. Any kind of disturbance could be fatal for any prospective explorers. I heard about that. Is it really as bad as they say? Yes, it is. I'd be careful if I were you, or at least wait until they have taken care of the water buckets, so there is no danger if we decide to pay the visit. Alright, it'll be a while until I get a chance to visit anyway. All my free time right now will go towards practicing for the competition. I see. Well, thanks for the help with the bandage, and sorry about cutting practice short today. I guess you didn't get to see any proper aerobatics after all. It's no big deal, your health is more important. Thanks for coming, at any rate. You're welcome. I guess I'll leave you to recuperate now, and maybe I'll see you next time. Sure thing. Bye. I want to confirm, if you meet Laura once, he is still alive. I think you can guess why I'm here. Is it Ratsa again? What happened this time? The chief will explain everything once we get there. Let's not keep him waiting, shall we? There was this one part that I couldn't skip. When I approached Anna's lab, I saw her sitting on the hallway floor, the door to her lab wide open. Hey, Anna. Oh, it's you. What's going on here? The police came and raided the place. What? Why? It's a long story, I'm not going to tell it now. Is it bad? I don't know yet. I'm not sure how they expect me to work in these conditions, considering I get assigned from the council and the police. And then they both turn around and mess up the place as if it's part of their job. It doesn't make sense to me. Someone's going to hear about this, and there will be consequences, I can tell you that. Anyways, what did you want? I am here to drop this off for you, courtesy of the police. That's what I'm talking about. Mess up my place, then ask for my help. Something isn't right here, and I'll get to the bottom of this. What is this anyway? I'm sorry. It's a bloody bandage for analysis. It's related to the Red Side investigation. Alright then, I'll take it. Not for the police department's sake, but for yours. Don't let me hold you up. I'm sorry you have places to be. Well, see you then. Yeah. That was rather unexpected. Thanks for your help. Now that the facility has received the bandage, maybe we'll discover something new. I'll take care of the remaining tasks, so you can take the rest of the day off. I'm sorry you had things to do other than help at the police department. It's no problem, really. see what Adine's good ending is like. At this point we cannot skip anymore. I mean, what are we going to do? You can't stop me now anyway. He pulled out his gun and pointed it at me. Retsa, wait. Why can't we just talk about this? We just did. No, what about... Wait, you're just trying to distract me, aren't you? No, I just... Shut up! They're probably already on their way. Suddenly, Retsa shot me in the leg, causing me to fall over and squirm in pain. I saw Retsa running to the box containing the generator. He lifted up using both of his hands before making his way towards the exit as fast as he could. Maverick? When Retsa got close to the entrance, I saw a flurry of grades zipping past me with a thunderous gallop. I looked towards Retsa, who turned around, dropped the box and grabbed his pistol. It was Maverick, who punched immediately. Retsa fell to the ground, and before he could do much as react, Maverick buried his teeth in Retsa's neck and bit down. Retsa slumped instantly and didn't move again. Then, Adine appeared and called out to Maverick. Why did you have to kill him? Because I'm not taking chances anymore. What took you so long? Ippe, are you alright? He got me in the leg. Maybe there's a first aid kit in one of these rooms. But I went into one of the adjoining rooms, only to reappear with the first aid kit shortly afterwards. Can I do anything else? I'm not sure if I can apply the bandage. You could tell me what took you so long. Well, at first Maverick wanted to storm the place head on, but then I remembered the map you gave me at the other entrance. We heard you two talking, and figured we could surprise him if we went in the other way. I guess I shouldn't be complaining then, because this could have turned out so much worse. Well done, Adine. We probably should be getting you some real help. She turned to Maverick. Come on, what are you waiting for? Maybe he thinks I'm going to take the generator while you're gone. Guess you really want to stop Retsa. My apologies. Huh. Thanks, Maverick. He turned and they both left. Shortly thereafter, the administrator appeared and came towards me. It's Ippe, you're kinda late this time too. How ironic that you would remember her name now. Besides, it didn't seem like you really needed me. Good job. Her name? What are you talking about? I'm not Itsumi. The person I thought was the administrator took off the mask, only to reveal a strange familiar face underneath. The person before me had a face that looked exactly like mine, down to the tiniest detail. It was like looking into a mirror or at the wind. It was me. You understand why I wear the mask now. How is this possible? It's complicated. By now I guess you know that this always ends with you traveling back in time when something goes wrong. When I was in your position, Itsumi died during our confrontation with Retsa, and as all the experience for all the other different attempts finished with her, I decided I had to become the person who would oversee the next one. I didn't know how just complicated it would be. Luckily, she left a lot behind to help me, and I executed her plan just as she would. So what do we do now? Well, with the generator still intact, we will have no trouble devoting the comment and saving this world, but I also know that you feel very strongly about executing the mission you were sent here for. Unfortunately, I started to realize now that this won't be possible. What are you talking about? As outlined in Itsumi's plan, I deleted the coordinates that would lead back to humanity's portal and repair this one, replacing them with coordinates to travel back in time to the day of your arrival in this world. Unfortunately, this means that our connection to humanity's portal is lost. Are you saying we could have saved humanity if you just didn't remove those coordinates? I'm afraid so. Then why did you do it? I didn't realize it would come to this. I just executed her plan as she would have. I can understand her reasoning for it though. It presents an extraordinary risks. Eliminating these coordinates also eliminates the possibility of Retsa getting away through the portal and taking the generator we need with him. Why not just tie them to my biometric data like the coordinates we need to travel back in time? That would be much help, because in scenarios where Retsa escapes with the generator, he would hesitate to kill you to take what he needs to bypass the biometric scan and use the portal anyway. Then the only way to achieve what we want is not to delete those coordinates. Can we really take that risk? You know that if we fail badly enough even once, if the portal gets destroyed, or if the both administrator and you die, there won't be any more chances. If you have seen what goes on from the administrator's side during my stay here, I suppose you should be the one to decide that. That still doesn't address the question of what we should do now though. If you want to make this happen, one of us will have to go back and do all this over again. And what happens to the other? They could stay here and live their life however they wanted. What about Adine? I wish I could stay with her. All she does for the orphans, I wish I could be part of that. I wish I could be done with this already, settle down, but someone has to go back and ensure we can reach the outcome both of us want. No matter if it's you or me, one of us has to do it. Otherwise, all those we know back home, I don't think I need to tell you. Why are you making me thinking of those who suffer? You'll never forget them, and if you don't do this, it will haunt you. I know. What do you want me to do? Go back in time and do it all over again? It's what we've been trying to do all this time, you know, no compromise. And of course you want me to do so you can stay here, huh? I will do it myself if that's what it takes. I just hope it wouldn't have to be me. Don't we both? If you want to settle for an outcome where we just stop at the comment and stay here, we could have done so a long time ago. That doesn't mean we're both not tired of this. Before getting everything again by stepping through the portal would be a boon then. Don't try to make this more valuable for me. How many times we have done this already? I don't know. How many times we have done this now? I tend to put the words I think that are coming next. Wait, this is already the credits? So, what happens? What happened? Well, let's just wait. But what we learned about Maverick... Well, I sure do understand why he takes his job that seriously. And why he is like that. And Maverick didn't die. Neither did Adine. So there was more. What will you do now? For the time being, I suppose I'll be stuck in this world. Just losing connection to humanity's portal. How is that even possible? I don't know. Maybe we'll never be able to re-establish contact. No matter what happens, you'll always be welcome here. You put your life on the line to save us, and it cost your college his life. Retsa was never my college. Then what was he exactly? You know, maybe it's better if humanity never finds out what happened. Oh well. Either way, I'm glad you're here now, and I think Emily will appreciate it too. You think so? I'm Seraphine. The people from the orphanage should be here any minute now. I'm a bit nervous, to be honest. Have you ever babysat before? Not a dragon, that's for sure. Don't worry, I'll be here with you the whole time, but you have to be very careful, alright? Of course. I guess it's time. Are you ready? I think so. You have seen Adine's good ending. And there's Adine herself. So what happened? I stay in the Dragon Town, but at the same time I'll end up traveling back in time because the other me goes through it again. I'm a little bit confused. But, well, good ending, I guess. Taking care of the orphanage. Good ending is a good ending. Now let's see what gallery has to offer. A picture of Adine. Building a sandcastle or... Well then, now I need to think who will be the next one for getting endings. But that'll be for the next time. This is Ippe, and we see you in the next video.